For crowd. Bring my money, John. Now, salvaging to best of football memories. Both sides will come all in out. Smart City needs to win their remaining 2 matches as well to fight for NPFL ticket. 1 point surely will be enough for Inter Lagos to cement the NPFL ticket, as they will surely hope they get this right after an outstanding performance against Atlant in the match day 16 fixture. With Atlant playing out a goalless draw at Idel FC, they've automatically confirmed their stay in NNL for next season. All hope of promotion are over. Congratulations to Inter Lagos, who now have just 2 games to spare. 1 out of the 2 games set to go down today against Smart City will become the second team this season to defeat Inter Lagos, after Atlant as well securing their first win this season over Inter Lagos away from home. Inter Lagos are now on the brink of promotion, as a draw against Man City will be enough to secure the NPFL ticket. 1 step at a time. Their consistency towards reaching this stage really matters. No one can catch Inter Lagos at the moment. They are uncatchable and unstoppable. So they get things right at the end of the 90 minutes with just 1 point. It is sealed, confirmed and authorized. We go straight to the lineup of the home side. Inter Lagos goalkeeper for today's game is Saviour Latabi. Ido Kodri is replaced by Eric Bowman. Right to see Akiade Aziz played from the left wing position. 2 center back pairing for today's game is Ishala Abdulrazak. No Jonathan Emmanuel available for today's game due to his red card. It's going to be the way for Ishala Razak to be in the starting lineup, to be paired alongside Bonaventure Chiemela. In the middle of Vieira, captain of the side, Njoku Uchena, Akinpalu Koyum, Adebayo. Oyedele will lead the attack alongside the main man, Bashiru Azan. No Gavaro Lanio in the starting lineup in this game to allow Bashiru Hazan be trusted to be in the starting lineup. Adigun Damilare returns back to the starting lineup to take the place of Kingsley Agabi. For Smart City's starting lineup for today's game, the goalkeeper in goal is Paul Emeneke. Lemon Busaya with 7 jersey. Akpen Kingsley with 12. Maruf Olawe with 4. Mansour Rafi with 6. Shuaib Azan with 23 jersey. Fuad Ibrahim with 32. Olawe with 21. Donald Obialu with 9. Benjamin Jacob with 19 jersey. And Shegun Ojeride with the 11 jersey. Smart City were able to gather 3 points on the same ground against the same Inter Lagos. 2-1 it ended for their first meeting. And it's a patch of a better revenge it will be for Inter Lagos, who only needs a point to get themselves the promotion to play the top flight football, to join the big men in the race of the Nigerian Premier Football League. They'll still have 1 game to go down next week against Gateway United, but nevertheless, they will have the best of hope to get this job done today before their last game of the season against Gateway United. Beyond Limits are done with the season, and they will have to come back next season to play NNL alongside Atlant, who are out of the race. Inter Lagos on the same side, the both share as the home ground, as the home territory for the NNL season. On the verge of the second meeting of these two sides, for the second leg of these two sides, after the first meeting ends in favor of Smart City, who defeated Inter Lagos by 2-1. On the verge of a painful revenge, it will be on the table. Inter Lagos sit top of the table with 28 points. Beyond Limit sit second, who are done with the season with 28 points. Nothing can save them this season to get the top flight ticket. Talking of Beyond Limit, Atlant as well, after playing a goalless draw against Idel FC, sit third on the log table with 24. And Smart City were coming into this game with desperation, who only need 3 points, and as well their last game for another 3 points to fight for the top flight ticket. They sit fourth on the log table with 23 points, 5 points separating them, with Inter Lagos with seat top of the table with 28 points. But if they win this game and win the last game as well, that surely will seal them with 29 points. And they will hope Gateway United are able to get the victory over Inter Lagos in the last game, which arithmetically and statistically, no one who saw that coming on Inter Lagos home ground. Inter Lagos securing their first win ever of the season against Gateway United away from home. And their game will be the last of the season as well against the same Gateway United, which they hope on the season away from home at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta. Center referee keep checking on his watch before kick-starting this game to let the battle of this great fixture be on the way. So far, with the season of Inter Lagos, they've been able to secure an outstanding record on their home ground. Atabi will have the best of 90 minutes as well to be in goal. Bam Bam, well known as Isaac Abashid, is the second choice goalkeeper, will be watching from the bench as well. As the center referee lets the battle of these fixture be on the way, the match day 17 fixture of the Nigerian National League, the second tier of the Nigerian football, pushing for the top flight tickets. Just a slight of opportunity for Smart City as well if they win their remaining 2 matches, and we'll hope Inter Lagos as well takes defeat in the last game against Gateway United. 1 point surely will be a secured, stamped and save off season for Inter Lagos to play their first ever NPFL season. Their first season they were close, their second season they stumbled, and trying for the third time now, they are just 90% to get the tickets. With just 1 point needed in this game, they will start to just get themselves the preparation to play the big men football, the highest football of Nigerian League. So let's get the best of concentration, get yourself the chilled water, and enjoy the beat of every action of this game. Having the arrival of the general manager of Crown FC as well. He's here to watch this game live as well. Crown FC will as well come back next season to play NNL. Adigo. Cramping out to start a tactical changes in the starting lineup of Inter Lagos, allowing Gavard to be a super sub who is starting this game from the bench. It's been phenomenal this season. Really having an outstanding display of football on and off the field of play, both home and away, representing Inter Lagos well. But he's starting this game from the bench, allowing Bashiru Azan to be the starter for today's game. Having the arrival of Femi Pereira, who had really been struggling out every actions of the Nigerian Premier Football League and as well the second tier of the Nigerian football, alongside the grassroots football. Best way to witness one of the best of football. This is the best push for Inter Lagos season. 1 point and the glory of their promised land secure. Smart City will push for better desperation. So every right is needed for Inter Lagos to get the best of concentration in this game. They'll have their 4-back line with the best of hope. Bayo Oyedele with 7th goal of the season. We still push for the best of hope. The battle is on for a push of glory. Every count and chances in this game matters now. They know and they are aware there are lots at stake. So they must not taste victory right. They must not just take defeat in this game. Victory or a draw that surely relieve them the pressure and the tension. It's going to be a tensive 90 minutes time for Shakir Giwa on the touchline. He's really been having a much tensive game in his last match day 15, match day 16, and coming to the match day 17 fixture. The job must be done. Chased heavily by Ishal Abdul Razak. Excellently done by the man who is taking the place of Jonathan Emmanuel. And Abdul Razak is doing extremely well to show he's as well a better replacement of the red-carded Jonathan Emmanuel. It was red-carded against Sunshine Stars away from home in Akure. It makes the game against Atland, where Ishal Abdul Razak as well was fantastic in the backline against the Atland, with the pairing of Bonaventure Chiemela, who had really been exceptional as well since taking the place of the departure of Adebisi Olamiku. He's now with a greener pasture outside Nigerian football. Best of the time, best of the memories, best of the feelings. This is the best of time. They need the full concentration to get this job. Uchena wants his teammate as well to lift the tents and as well rise to the tents of this game as well to feel every moment of this game. Furious reaction there from his right, Shakaru Giwa, who wants Eric Bowman to do what, taking the place of Kodri Idowu from the right back position. Adigun taking the place of Kingsley Agabi, being trusted by the head coach to be in the middle of the area for today's game, being paired alongside Sylvester Iweka in the middle. Another workaholic man in the middle of the area for Inter Lagos this season. Sylvester Iweka is one of the injury room of Inter Lagos this season, doing that dirty job and ball recovery excellently. This is the best of time to now deliver all the sweat so far from the start of the season. Azen with the best of time as well to express himself as another big fight of a better replacement for Gavar, who is another talented well-discovered player by Inter Lagos scouts, who is now replicating well on the field of play as one of the most talented player well-discovered by Inter Lagos this season. His second season, and he's making that trademark to be part of the success story for Inter Lagos. Launched that high, but eventually wasn't still made to make that quick recovery back to that positional ball. It is for a call of a foul on Aziz Akiande, which will be for Inter Lagos free kick. It's a shake of leg on the media stand as well from a Wandery Richard, who have the best of time to concentrate in this game. Broadcasting this game live on Inter Lagos YouTube channel for the fans of Inter Lagos across the globe, throughout the whole universe, to have access to all Inter Lagos matches. Fine turning there from Adigun, unable to cut that ball for Sylvester Iweka. Bayo still having time to study this game up front as a centre back of the Smart City. He has still not given that breathing space and opportunity for the centre forward to operate. It's one of the best of time for these two sides as well to get this job right in their hearts. It's another Lagos derby, but a game that surely will determine the fate and destiny of these two teams ahead of what the next season surely will look like. No friendship in business at the moment. The momentum is high, the pressure is high. So every minute and seconds in this game really counts for glory. Smart City as well, pushing out with desperation. It's looking dangerous! Smart City scores surprisingly! And there is a long way to go in this game now to see them strike first in this game. From a game that needs the full concentration now, Smart City have scored first. Their second time to get into the back line of the Inter Lagos, and just anyhow they strike, and they strike first in this game to put Smart City surprisingly one goal up in this game. But there is still plenty of time to play. Unbelievable. Smart City strike first in a game. Inter Lagos needs nothing than victory, or just a draw. But we are just too aware that there are tales of actions in this game. But being aware there are plenty of time to still play, there needs to be extra careful now with the concentration and never to lose hope. Wings back, Sylvester. Free kick quickly taken. Uchena. Swips well and wow that to by the defender to settle for into Lagos corner. Inter Lagos must come into this game just like a wooden lion. Raise off tension now. No one at the moment can just predict what ends this great contest now. At the moment, it's becoming high raise of tension now. Push seen by referee. Free kick it will be for Smart City's way. Right now to see what comes out of this game. Devastating moment to the start of this half-time at the moment now with 10 minutes of football played already. Smart City leads by goal to 0. In a game, Inter Lagos must not just lose this game, or they will have to wait for their last game of the season against Gateway United to now decide their fate. Way forward to still play, plenty of time, plenty of options, plenty of opportunities late in this game. Having the arrival of the club president of Inter Lagos, Larry Figul, as well, is here live to motivate the boys for victory. As they sinking out one of the best of moments. There is a time, an opportunity that really counts to change your destiny. Way to approaching this game now. It's becoming more suspicious. Inter Lagos must not slip this season off their hands totally. Hazen. Akimpelu Koyu. Eric Bowman. Bonaventure. Adigun Damilari. Quick one to Azen. Azen will fix Aziz from the left hand side. It's still another heavy cross delivered by Aziz, will be heavily chased by Sylvester. Will have to get to the ball before it goes out. Support by Eric Bowman will have to overlap from the right back position. Fine turning there from Akipelu. Just managed to just stretch the attempt well, but still goes wide. Not really bad thinking there from the midfielder, with inside to take the glory himself. What a perfect response that will have been to just quickly bring this game back level. The strike goes wide, but eventually quickly to Civil Atabi. This is the time they need to wake up from the sleep and aware Smart City are coming into this game to hot into Lagos. Every match, all right, concentration needed in this game to get this job done. Eric Bowman did one out to Sylvester Waking now. Fine ball sweeps in again, almost caught the run of attack of Payo Idele. But what sweeps out by the defender to settle for a corner, which will be into Lagos' advantage. Could run into space there. Lovely run there from Eric Bowman. Release down for Sylvester. Still disconnected well by the defender to settle for into Lagos' corner. Much of hope, much of concentration. Whistle is gone for an offside, and I guess there was a call of a flag there from the assistant referee, which indicated an offside. At the moment, there is a player down, Akpan Kingsley for Smart City, including goalkeeper Paul Emenike. Injury to goalkeeper Paul Emenike alongside Kingsley Akman, giving best of opportunity for the 213 as well to pass instruction quickly to the boys. Shakir Giwa played into the boys. This is the time we need to just get things right and feel the best of happiness. Akin Pelukoyu, who is being compared with his playing style to the former Czech Republic international Tomasz Rosiecki. Way of life, of hope, way of feelings. Into Lagos are just with 10% to full their battery to play NPFL. Uchena wants to run and dazzle forward into space. And it's going to be given for Inter Lagos advantage. Down by goalkeeper, still not given that best of opportunity. No way out of ball given. Ball cleared up to the sky. Egg jump by Adigun. As indeed well quickly to Ishola. File off quickly this time to Aziz, who will have to restart with Bonaventure from the back line. It's with a hope of attack now to Adigun, who sweeps another heavy ball for Sylvester, who is surely going to get there now. Fine cross, well delivered. Still no way given. Headed out by the defender, and he's going to be given for Inter Lagos throw. Pressure keep mounting out inside for the equalizer now, which must happen now to give them that hope. Eric Bowman now. They're mounting on the pressure, and it's goal! Who else can stop Bayer from scoring? In a needed time to respond back in this game. They bring this game back level. Eric Bowman can't stop scoring this season for Inter Lagos. And they're back level at the right time. Once again, it's another fine cross, well delivered by Eric Bowman. And Bayo Oyedele was just at the right place at the right time to X the ball into the back of the net and bring this game back level. What a way to respond, champion response. And they will have to start all over again to start this game from where we started from again. Lot of pressure from Inter Lagos. And Smart City finally surrender. But Inter Lagos needs to be extra careful now not to concede again. What a perfect response into this game. And it's still the same man who can't stop scoring this season for Inter Lagos with his 7th goal of the season. Ibrahim. Much with hope, much with belief. What a champion response. In a positive way. That is really working out at the moment for Inter Lagos. Every single chances like that really counts. More with a specific odds and better feelings. Way too good to see how Inter Lagos have been able to respond positively into this game after conceding first. But there is still plenty of time to play. We're starting with the backline. Shuaib Arizin. Shuaib Azin. Inter Lagos are trying to cut every act of ball up front in this game. Learning from their mistake, conceding first in this game, they need to be more extra careful now. Because Smart City are coming with a dead wood in hand to possibly fight for another 3 points in this game as well. Inter Lagos promotion now widely open. If it ends this way, they are going to dance all through Lagos tonight to join Ikorodu City as well. But they have to get everything right in this game. One step to promotion. One step now, with all in their hands now to just get that ticket and get that right of hope. Their first season, they were almost close. Their second season, they stumbled. They never stop believing. They never stop hoping. And this time around, it might be their season. Sylvester now. Good chance coming! Bio! But the flag is off for an offside. I was expecting him to go for goal himself. And Sylvester decided to release on the pass. Brazan from an offside position was caught well by the assistant referee flag. Sylvester should have gone for goal himself. Decided not to be selfish. Released down for Bashiru Azin. Caught well by the assistant referee flag. Confidence really. Confidence really hard right now for Inter Lagos now to dominate now. Since it right conceding in this game now, they've been back with a better heart of ball possession, working out in the advantage. Uphill task now. Akim Kwalukoyum, the Nigerian-born Thomas Rosinski replacement. Unable to fit his own teammate pass with his right pass. Requicked well by Aziz, who have to fix Azin. Azin will have to fix Bonaventure this time to restart from the back line. Adigun Damilora's support to drop into the middle of the area now. Sweeps now for Uchena from the right inside now. They need to quickly put themselves right up front in this game with a better of dedication, furiosity of action on the touchline from Shakir Giwa, who had really been having busy match day 15 fixture from the game against Sunshine Stars to Atlanta, coming to play Smart City now. Every single bit of the season counts and matters now. Adigun Damilare now. Sylvester. Pitched by Uchena. Quick one to Azen. If it ends this way, 29.82 will be now for Inter Lagos, who now at the moment stand up and let play continue. Donant Obiadulu. Bonaventure with another looper ball forward now to try to feed Aziz, but at the end it's not well read by the left back and it's given for Smart City goal kick. To the long ball, launched heavily by Bonaventure. Chiemela, who tries to feed Aziz Akande from the left hand side, more unable to be well controlled by the left back, who had really got up his form after having a disappointing outing in the match day 5 fixture against Atlanta. And since then, We've really been seeing the best of Aziz. He's having his lapses against Atland away from home. Bonaventure wants to try to push attack forward from the centre back. Azan with a quick pass this time to Sylvester. Ishla Abdul Razak. Jonathan still watching this important game from the bench. Ishla Abdul Razak. Adigodam Larry. They surely will not have the mindset of getting the bet power money now. They want to get NPFL. A draw, a win. The last game against Gateway United may just be to test some of the legs who had not really have the best of opportunity to play this season. Uchena Fiti high back to Ishala Abdul Razak. Bonaventure this time for Bayo to chase too much for the centre forward. At the moment, the promising centre forward at the moment can't stop scoring. A water break is signified by the centre referee and will be the best of opportunities as well. The 42 tacticians as well to have the best of time to instruct their boys and have that positive changes for a better push of football. Rights with the best mindset of victory. Rights with the mindset of hope. Rights with the mindset of winning mentality. Water break is signified by the centre referee at the moment, which will be the best of opportunities as well for the teachings to have more words with the players for a positive changes. Water break is signified, and now as well have to have much water break as well from here to continue the commentary of this game. Time was spent by the centre referee for the water break. As it stands now, if you're just joining us, it's the match day 17 fixture of the Nigerian National League, the second time of the Nigerian football, in a game that will surely decide and determine if Inter Lagos will have to wait for the last game against Gateway United. But as it stands now, it's 1-1 against these two sides. Inter Lagos 1, Smart City 1 for the second leg of these two's meeting. If it ends this way, a favorable result and scoreline it will be for Inter Lagos, which is going to secure them with no arithmetic needed and statistics approach to confirm the NPFL ticket. Half an hour of football played already. 1-1 as it stands between Inter Lagos and Smart City, as we await the centre referee to let the battle of these two sides continue. Referee at the moment having some words with the bench of the Smart City. We'll resume back after the water break is over. best of move there from Uchena. Count of memories, count of victories, count of glories and stories as well. History surely may set itself today. Half an hour football played already. Still 1-1 as it stands between Inter Lagos and Smart City for the match day 17 fixture of the Nigerian National League. In a game that surely determine Inter Lagos' fate for NPFL ticket. Guarantee stuff of a draw in this game enough for Inter Lagos to book the NPFL ticket next season and leave NNL for the big boys to join the big men. They tried it for season, unable to get the tickets, which they played a Super 8 in Enugu under Gabriel Ezewa. Tried the second time as well. They didn't get to reach the Super 8. And for the third time now, they are just little step to play Super 4 this time. Because just one team will get that promotion from each conference. As it stands now, they still top the Southern Conference A with 28 points coming into this game. Smart City last still coming forward with hope. Exploration to possibly restore back the lead for themselves. Inter Lagos needs the best of concentration and as well never to relent. Relentless Inter Lagos are pushing for glory at the moment. They never relent. They never stop believing. Inter Lagos are just with a hope this time around. For the third time, they're trying to get themselves the NPFL ticket. It's coming home as it stands now to join Ikorodu City as well. Way with believe and hope. Supremacy. Act of substance. It is going to be a jubilant night. Really putting out to a big and heart of support this time. Smart City last still keeping the ball position in the advantage, looking with a deep act of restoring back the lead. Inter Lagos aware it's just a point and game done and dusted. Job done. They started well this season, playing away from home to start the match day 1 fixture against Gateway United, where they defeated Gateway United by goal to nil. That was just the best of push to start their season. And coming with just one game to the end of the season with the same Gateway, they started well in the match day 1, defeating Gateway United by goal to nil. Goal scored by Saturday Godwin. And they will say, right to face the same Gateway United on the last game of the season. Sylvester Onikan now. As in from the left-hand side now, taking the place of Gavaro Lanio. Not still the best of ball sweeps this time by Aziz Akian. They will have to overlap from the left back position. Not still rightly Swemsi, and it's going to be given for Inter Lagos advantage for a throw. Confidence pushing into this game now. Feel the noise from the fans at the moment now. One more goal from Inter Lagos now will leave them the pressure to half-time break possibly. Good thinking this time from Adigun Damilare. Fig Sylvester will release Uchena well. 2 players expecting it there from Uchena. Too high for Akimpelu to control. And Donald with a ball control. Another well-experienced centre forward for Smart City. Bonaventure under pressure so far since the goal from Smart City. They're yet to test Sevilla Tabi in goal. They've been only with a hard try of testing the back line of Inter Lagos twice. Flag is up for an offside by the assistant referee flag, which is going to be for Smart City's advantage. 10 minutes to still play, plus what a little stoppage time will be before half time. 1-1 as it stands for the match day 17 fixture of his NNL campaign. A point which surely going to be a smile to the bank for Inter Lagos NPFL dream. Smart City needs nothing than 3 points as well to still push for hope. It's the return of the second leg of these two meetings after the first leg was played the same stadium where Smart City defeated Inter Lagos by 2-1. On the verge of a positive and a better revenge it will be for Inter Lagos in this game. Back pass to Paul Emenike. Smart City are still finding it difficult to penetrate the back line of Inter Lagos. After scoring first in this game, they yet to just penetrate the back line of Inter Lagos at the moment. Feel the reaction from the bench of Inter Lagos from Shakir Ogiwa, who is still not satisfied with the reaction of his boys up front. Akipelo Koyum tips this time to Bashiru Azen. Dazzling and rolling with the ball. We're starting with Ishola Abdurazak. Centre back who wants to push attack forward as well. Bonaventure will join. Jonathan will have the last time to rest from the fans on seats to play their last game against Gateway United. Not the right cut of pass this time. Long trail by Sylvester Waker. That's a gift back for Smart City to return back to possession of ball. On the right of communication of ball. It's another gift out for Inter Lagos. Throw quick one this time from Eric Bowman to Ishula. Inter Lagos had not really been playing under threat and pressure so far, despite Smart City scoring first in this game. Azen, who wants to run forward into space alone, unable to cut that right well after a well-intercepted ball there from Lemon Busayo. At the moment, there is another player down for the Smart City. This time it's Fuad Ibrahim. Five minutes to still play, plus what a little stoppage time will be before halftime break now. For the match day 17 fixture of the NNL, a game that surely will seal the race for Inter Lagos season, with the scoreline still favorable at the moment. They've been put aside despite Smart City striking first in this game. They will hope they can just push to put themselves first time in front in this game to relieve the pressure and possibly seal this game before halftime. What a motive of a best reaction it will be from the club president of Inter Lagos, who is as well here live to witness Inter Lagos glory to play NPFL. Nobody gave them the chance to be a fighter and a contender to possibly fight for the NPFL ticket. From the start of the season, they've really been sending the message. Away from home, they play Gateway United on the match day one fixture, with Sadoge Godwin was just the hero to show how Inter Lagos really mean business this season. Relentlessly, Inter Lagos are now just one step to play the top flight football. Eric Bowman taking the place of Ido Kadri, who is not available for today's game. Bonaventure, who as well wants to push the attack forward now. I tried with another pass, dangerous to Paul Emenike. Razak who wants to calm me down as the last man standing in the back line of Inter Lagos, who are keeping the ball possession in their range without playing under pressure. There seems to be more calm and composed, better than Smart City since getting themselves the equalizer so far in this game. The break out with Bonaventure, who has really been having best of his time to overlap to play up front. He should have the attack. Little time to still play, plus what a little stoppage time will be before half-time. 1-1 as it stands. Smart City strike force before Bayo Oyedele finds the breakthrough to bring this game back level 4. Inter Lagos would need nothing than a victory or a point in this game to prepare themselves on what the Nigerian Premier Football League looks like. Time of a pressure this time from Shoaib. Jacob Akpan. Jacob Benjamin again. Starting well with his own captain, Lemon Busayo, who is playing from a right back position as the captain for Smart City in this game. Reloads another long over attack forward. Arms up there by Aziz, requesting for an offside. Nothing given and raised by the assistant referee. Waits play on. Smart City advantage to come forward this time again. From the right wing position. Sweeps that to Akpan. First touch looks beautiful this time from Smart City, who are now pushing late to halftime to possibly restore back the lead for themselves. Hasn't Shuaib. We'll have to feed it back to his goalkeeper, Paul Emenike. Stopping well to Hazin. With a half-time, a relief of Tanks and Teja with pressure as well for Inter Lagos. We're able to bounce back better and stronger to bring themselves quick back into this game, thanks to Bayo, who was well in a good position to exit into the back of the net from a fine cross, which wasn't rightly measured by goalkeeper Paul Emenike, which was just a gift for Bayo Oyedele to find the breakthrough and bring this game back level 4 into Lagos. Razak will have to fix back Xavier Latabi, who was only tested once in this game to give Smart City the breakthrough. Not really the convincing ball control there from Sylvester, who loses out the ball possession cheaply back for Smart City to return back to possession of ball. Two minutes to still play, plus what a little stoppage time will be before halftime. A scoreline and a smile of an advantage for Inter Lagos at the moment. They will have to get the second 45 minutes of this game a job done and see how they will surely rock it out to finish the NNL season well. They never stop believing, they never stop hoping, they never stop dreaming. Their consistency surely leads them to where they are today. A big thanks to the club president who had believed in the boys as well. He never stopped believing, he never stopped hoping Thompson Code will surely come out of their season. From the first season to the second season, they never relent. Their resilience and consistency is really by yielding them that result at the moment now. Nobody saw it coming. It is happening real. If you're dreaming, it is becoming reality at the moment. Bayo. A dream of hope becoming reality at the moment. camping every moment, camping every time. Capture every moment. Inter Lagos are set to make history to play their first ever Nigeria Premier Football League for the third time trying. What a record, and what a way to be part of the success story as well. Their name surely will be in the gallery of Inter Lagos for the rest of the club history. They've surely set one of the biggest records. Nobody ever believed it will happen. 3 minutes of additional time is shown by the fourth official. Way to good, way to believe. For everybody who would be part of the success story. Count on these fingers of these boys. They've done the unthinkable. Count on the fingers of these young talented boys. They've done the unthinkable. Unimaginable circumstances. They've really proved the critics wrong. Shakiru Giwa will surely be part of the success story, and its picture as well will be tagged on Inter Lagos Gallery as the first ever coach to get Inter Lagos their first ever NPFL ticket. Uchena, Bonaventure Chiemela, Adigo Damilare, Aziz Akande, now being found from his left back position, now pushing forward to attack. Moments like this are just unforgettable. Counting on the moments, counting on the glories, counting on every chances. Inter Lagos surely will be on headlines of our newspaper tomorrow morning. What a way to set the record. They've set the record and history for themselves, and they will surely be on the gallery of the club history for the rest of the club history. What a way to be part of the success story as well. Their name surely will never be forgotten. Smart City are still pushing that lead to half-time break. And he's going the visitors' way for a corner, and which might be the last kick of it half-time. One last rush to half-time break. Lemon with a heavy cross. Support well by Uchena. Referee keep checking on his watch. Still not interested in putting an end into this game. That comes to close for the match day 17 fixture of the halftime display from the both side. It is a result of halftime that surely will still be to smile for Inter Lagos. And to halftime of the match day 17 fixture, it is Inter Lagos 1, Smart City 1. cherish luxuries, because everything come and go. It's going to be the last taste of the game to the start of the second half for Akinpelu Koyumu. Now makes way for Aziz. Akinpelu Koyumu only lasted for the first 45 minutes of this game as he makes way for another fresh leg to finish the 45 minutes of this game for Inter Lagos. As we are back for the second 45 minutes of this match day 17 fixture of the Nigerian National League in a tie that surely decides Inter Lagos' success story to NPFL. There is going to be lots to talk about. Sylvester. Marching forward now to attack. Smart City with a desperation as well. But a act of ferocity, they want to respond positively in the second half of this game as well. Feel the noise from the fans of Inter Lagos as well watching this game live. A beautiful turnout as well from the fans of the two teams. Impressive turnout as well in their last game against Atland. That is the highest number of fans recorded so far this season from Inter Lagos against Atland. Another look is there right to see another Lagos derby where we have fans of the two teams as well sharing a beautiful moment like this. Inshallah. Sylvester with a quick one back to Bonaventure to restart from the back line again. Is the man being paired alongside Inshallah Abdul Razak. Bonaventure will have to frame another ball forward. Bashiru Azi now. Adigun Damilari. Uche. They're not under threat at the moment now. They're not eager to push attack forward. They're trying to just keep on the pressure and still sit on this for a result that surely will be the best chance for them to finish top of the table. Smart City last few riding out in the attack. Well done job by Aziz Akiade. Hazan Bashiru, Sylvester Wake, a quick one this time to Eric Bowman. Will have to drop into the middle, high one pass this time to Aziz. Will have to manage to make the control. He's been having an excellent game so far from the left back position so far this season. He's been on fire so far, one of the best of his form. He's been consistent, playing all Inter Lagos matches this season. Aziz Akiade from the left back position. Sevilla Tabi, this time to Bonaventure. Capture pin to act forward this time. Uche. Adigun Dido. But it's still forward, disconnected by Shegun. Oyedele will have to draw back. Double players of Inter Lagos not well read, not the best of communication between the two players. Loses out that to Smart City's way. Touch heavily this time to Benjamin Jacob. Lemon. Rephrase this time. Looks another long ball forward now. Aziz will have to settle back to Sevilla Tabi in goal. There's a player down at the moment. Player still down at the moment for Smart City is the centre forward Donald Obiadolu. That's really serious on the centre forward after being attended to by the medics. Is okay. Temri winding it out to see how the perfect start of the second half surely will be for the both sides. We're camping one of the best of moments for these two sides. Despite being a derby game, a rivalry game, it's still another decisive game. Foul seen by Aziz, well seen from referee close range. It will be for Smart City's free kick as they're preparing to make substitutions any moment from now. Coming out to a touch of another affection. Lemon. Went to well by Adigun Damilari, wants to quickly fix Eric Bowman. Sylvester Waker now looking for options. Shoots that seems to be high, but will still keep by Azen. And Lemon did excellently well with his experience, but loses out to Aziz. Quickly on to Adigun Damilari. Sylvester from impossible range to shoot. Not really the best of strike there from Sylvester Weke. It's a wasteful effort. And nothing to worry, goalkeeper Paul MNK will watch that strike. It's the last taste of the game for the injured. Donald Obiadolu makes way for another centre forward up front. Xavier Ideri. I guess it's Xavier Ideri who makes way in for the injured Donald Obiadolu. Eric Bowman will have to restart back with Bonaventure. Got down by Eric. Ishalam Barazak, quick one to Sylvester, who flip another long ball forward now to be heavily chased this time. Too much from the substitute, who is taking the place of Akipelu Koyu. At the time of a relief. Cramping with the best. You have to you have to just fill it up. The noise from the fans of these two teams are really coupled to a better way of life. It's really becoming easy with their communication. It's really becoming ways of life, hope of confidence, impossibility now becoming possible. The love, the tension, the belief, the heart right, starting well from the season, ending it well now. There is lots to talk. NPFL will wish into Lagos as well stay well to have a better stance as well with Ikorodu City, who would really make an encouraging stand of football with the best style of play. With the style and better play of Interlagos so far this season, with the way they've been able to approach every single game this season, they will surely excel in the Nigerian Premier Football League. No foul is given on Bashiru Azin. Referee waits play on. Azin is still seriously down, injured. Referee not aware of that. And Azan might not need medics' attention to just let play continue after enough time was spent down injured. Bashiru Azin is okay. No shot on target yet from the both sides in the second half of this game to test the goalkeepers in goal for the two teams. Paul Emenike for Smart City alongside Seville Atabi. Seville Atabi was only tested once during halftime, which was Smart City goal. That was the only attempt that led to Smart City opening goal of this game before Bayo Oedele equalized from a flying cross of ball, which wasn't rightly read by Paul Emenike. But at the moment, 1-1, the scoreline, a favorable scoreline and a result that will surely be a means of secure hope. Oyebode wants to put Aziz into run. The flag is off for foul seen by the assistant referee, committed by Aziz Akande from the left back position, which will be for Smart City free kick. Free kick given from the right side. Captain of the side, Lemon Busayo, will take. Oyebode having the right takes time. It seems to be a silent noise from the fans of the two teams at the moment, which will give the best of communication of rightly possessing one of the best of moments for these two sides. Smart City are aware, even if they win, two remaining matches may not still secure them the NPFL. Interlagos are not giving way and not ready to surrender to get this job done as well. At the moment, there is a player down after colliding with Adigun Damilare, captain of the side for Smart City, Busayo Lemon. Apology sent there by Adigun Damilare, accepted by the captain to let play continue. Smart City's free kick. The assistant referee flag gives for Interlagos stroke. Quick one this time to Bayo. Not the right pass of ball there from the center forward. We didn't give a perfect pass for Azin. That's to still the beast of a best of worry for Azan. Gavara Nori been having the best of time for the head coach, who as well have the change of mind to change Bashiru Azan in this game to give way for the young talented midfielder as well, who can as well play up front. Gavara Olaniyan, who is on the bench for today's game. First time he will not be starting a game this season for Interlagos. Gavar Olaniyan with the number 20 jersey on the bench for today's game. Still here to be introduced by the head coach, Akiru Giwa, who is ready to make history for himself as well, alongside his boys. And now football played already. 1-1 as it stands. The same scoreline without all through half-time. Still being shared by these two teams. The scoreline and the result that surely will be more than scoring million goals for Interlagos to cement and secure their place to play the top flight football of the Nigerian Premier Football League. So they're dazzling to just re-strategize themselves, and they will surely be in the gallery of the club history for the rest of their life, setting the record straight for themselves. It is a high of hope and the belief. Too much for China to chase. There is a player down at the moment as well for Smart City, again, which the referee will need to call the medics' attention to come over to attend to the Smart City player down. The player needs to give the right of hope is okay. No serious injury on the player, who seems to be 100% fit to let play continue. Opportunities like these are very rare to get, and they're trying everything possible to achieve that success story right from the sweat of the match they won against Gateway United till now. It is counting better with that uniformity of play, more like a team. But eventual height, advantage to win the area ball. Chased by Adigun, nothing really serious. The player seeking the referee permission to let him in and let play continue. Eric Bowman chased back, this time released back to Ishila Razak will have to restart back with Sevilla Tabi. The goalkeeper had not really been having enough time to be tested by the Smart City player. Adigun Damilari to Chene, captain of the side, who had really been operating from different role on and off the field of play. Will be the captain as well to lead into Lagos to their first ever Nigerian Premier Football League. Good first touch of ball this time. Adigun unable to get that right pass of ball once again. Recover quickly by Ishala Abdul-Razak. No serious threat of attack so far from Smart City. The player still needs the referee approval to let him in. Almost 5 minutes of the line. No approval yet from the center referee without calls him in. But eventually, there is going to be substitutions any moment from now from the Inter Lagos bench. It's going to be the introduction of Ibrahim Rahim. Another tall center forward to take the possible place of Bayo, who may be having his last taste of his game. Is the man who scored the equalizer, but actually should be enough for Inter Lagos, as they will be introducing another fantastic midfielder, Abbas Korede. It's going to be a double substitutions. Abbas Korede alongside Ibrahim Rahim to be introduced by Inter Lagos. Lemon. Fighting out with a touch of ball this time now. Both sides coming to play this second half with no rush of ball. What a time to still play. We may possibly have a late winner in this game. Late drama to end this match day 17 fixture. Both sides are still yet to have a shot on target from the start of the second half of this game. Still desperate to possibly restore back the lead for themselves. Sweeps this time to Busayo Lemon. Fine crossing. And that wasn't rightly caught well. There were substitutions there from the bench of Interlagos Ready. It's the last test of the game for Bayo Idele, who tops the highest goal scorer chart of Interlagos this season, who now makes way for Ibrahim. Last test of the game as well for Bashiru Hazen, who makes way for Abbas Akorede. I guess the head coach of Interlagos not interested in introducing Gavar Olaniyo in this game. As a young talented player still on the bench, here to be introduced by the head coach of Interlagos for today's game. It's given way for Abbas Akorede as well to have the best feelings of this game. Abbas had not really been having enough playing time this season since joining from Shovel Select FA. But it is another time for him to give his best of expression as one of the rated player from the middle of the area for Interlagos as well this season. Both goalkeepers are still having a cool time in goal. Olile in goal in the second half of this game. No threat, no call of action, no shot on target yet from the both side. Well recovered by Ishilo Razak, as is did well. Left back had really been giving himself the best time to be the fans' favorite. Left back had really been making himself looks more to become the fans' favorite with his style of play, as is Akade. Abbas this time. Flexible turning there from Adigun Damilari. No flag should be raised on Abbas Akorede this time. Numbers of players joining up front. Aziz, the left back, here to record a goal this season for Interlagos, but scored an own goal against Atland. Eric Bowman will miss that kind of glorious moment against Beyond Limit in the match day 11 fixture. An empty net missed by the right back. That surely will be one of the worst miss of the season for this NNL 2025-2026 season. He celebrated his birthday weeks later. The fans' noise had really reduced, and now surely makes the commentary as well fill up with a better flow of the audio. A surprise call from the center referee is given out in advantage. It's been a noisy afternoon here. From the both fans of the two teams cheering them to victory, but as it stands now, Eric Seal with a point that may just be shared between these two sides, and the best and a better result it will be as well for Interlagos to secure the NPFL ticket. Aziz, that surely should be a foul and a yellow card as well, but center referee not interested in putting that into pocket to book the offender on the left back. But it's given for Interlagos advantage. It's been the best of day for Aziz, who had really have the best of time, overlap forward. There is going to be another call of the medics on the player down at the moment for Smart City. There is another communication of ball as well to take the responsibility of the set piece between Sylvester Wick and Abbas Akorede as well. He's joined over alongside Uchena to take the responsibility of the Seppies, possibly to have their first attempt on goal in this game, in the second half of this game. Way too good forward. The Smart City medics' attention needed on the player who is at the moment down. Abbas decided to go for a short one. Uchena. 20 minutes to play plus what the additional time of the 90 of this game surely will be. It's still 1-1 as it stands. Adigun Damilari will flip another high ball for Ibrahim, who is yet to touch and feel the tempo of this game since being introduced to take the place of Bayo Idele up front. Head collision. Quick call of the medic surely should be needed on this player. The serious landing from the player of the Smart City seems scary, but I guess it's not something really serious. With a scream from the player as well, where he's landing, nothing really serious on the Smart City player, who is assisted by Eric Bowman to lift him up and let play continue. There is going to be substitutions any moment from now from the Smart City bench. They will be introducing Mustafa alongside Habib. It's going to be the last days of the game for Mansuru Rafiu, who is making way for Mubarak Mustafa. Habib Olaiton as well is introduced. With time running out to 90 for both sides. This result surely will end Smart City run as well to push for top flight football, which they will have to come back next season to try their luck again. Jacob, chased heavily by Oyebode Shegun. No challenge this time on Benjamin Jacob. Swing it out to the left-hand side now. Pressures upon pressures this time. The second half of this game had not really signified a lot of attempts on goal from the both side, who has struggled up front to play. Beside Lemon 9 for Smart City. We had almost an entertaining halftime display from the both sides, quite different from the way they're approaching the second half of this game. But Amaneke will have to as well leave his territory to attack forward alongside Smart City as they are pushing for a possible 3 points in this game. Late in the game, what a success story to write. That will surely be something lots to talk about at the end of this game. Reaction from the fans of Inter Lagos who never stop believing in the boys. Really pain. There is no pain no gain. They've had enough time to feel the pain of defeat, trying times without numbers to still keep believing. Their resilient and relentless efforts surely yielding them the result at the moment. And it's really paving them the way of belief to play the top flight football as well. Commending result, commending effort as well. There is going to be a call of the medics at the moment on the player down at the moment. Aziz Akande, who had been fantastic all through in this game. I must be sincere with his style of play. Having the shovel select president as well, watching Aziz Akande may be stretch of this game. Not just the best of time for the left back, who had really had a good game. The shovel select FA president watching this game live as well. And produce Abbas Akredi as well for Inter Lagos. Had numerous players outside Nigerian football as well, doing respectfully well for the various clubs in Europe. Talking of the shovel select FA president, who is as well a brain behind grassroots football, developing young talented players to play outside Nigerian football and give out numerous players as well for various Nigerian Premier Football League club side. Water break is signified by the center referee, as Kachi Hanado surely will be taking the place of Aziz Akande, who is not 100% fit to continue. First time Kachi Ohanado will be making his first appearance as well since joining to return back home from Aqua United. He had the first season of the NNL with Aqua United on the Polo 4. He makes a return back to Inter Lagos and is making his first appearance, returning back to Inter Lagos. He was through all good last season with the squad. Have enough time to be in the starting lineup all through last season under Gabriel Ezewa, and with the time spent by Shakiru Giwal as well to be the trusted left back. But since his departure to Aqua United, makes way for Aziz Akande to be trusted as the number one left back. Injury to Aziz Akande now makes way for Kachi Onando to be introduced now to make his first appearance this season for Inter Lagos since joining and returning back home from Aqua United. A big sign of worry as well for Aziz Akande. Hopefully it's not something serious on the left back, who surely have the best of time as well to be available for the last game of the season against Gateway United. Approaching the last 10 minutes of this game, with what the additional time of this game will be. It is still scoreline to the smile of the club president of Inter Lagos, who surely wish this game ends this way. Femi Pereira, you welcome Inter Lagos to NPFL. NPFL calling for Inter Lagos. A point shared now surely guarantee them the way to play with the big men. Their excellent and right of hope to still have the belief that there is nothing you never can achieve with you believing in yourself. They've made the impossibility to be possible now. Out of impossible, it is becoming possible now. Possibility out of impossibility. Their stability and record is surely setting and paving way for them. Good way to be part of the success story. Wonderful moment for the fans who had the trust in the boys. There is a badge to play. Freaking out to attack once against Man City. No shot on target or truly in the second half. How are we to celebrate tonight? It's a way of a party night. It's a way he will never forget to set that record. Unforgettable record. He never stopped believing. One of the youngest ever presidents to feature in the Nigerian Premier Football League is Inter Lagos president. And he will surely sit with the big and the top classmen in the Nigerian football. Larry Figo, the name will surely mingle in your head for the rest of the stories. A step you surely want to take as well. A party night, a party day, a celebration mode. Just 10 days to the heart of right, and they will surely wait. How they will surely rock it out to celebrate this victory. What really matters most now is their consistency as well to be stable in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Their stability surely will be needed. There is going to be another substitution from the Inter Lagos bench. It is going to be the introduction of Usman Shijuade. But before that, Kachi intercept that well for a throw. Smile in the face of the left back. Nothing to be worried. Seven minutes to play tonight. One of the top rated man ever met is as well the club president of Shovel Select. Another man who give opportunity for young talented players and as well discovering talent from various categories and as well from various line of profession. These are kind of young, promising man with a vision of developing talent. Thank you very much for the opportunities given from the first time we met. He's the man who was able to discover Abbas Akorede, who played little time with Shovel Select before being signed by Inter Lagos this season. Abib Adewusil is another top man who is now outside Nigerian football, having enough time well spent with Shovel Select at 18 goals scored during his playing time for Shovel Select in the Nigeria National Youth League and Youth League Cup 2025-2026 still ongoing. They will play tomorrow as well against Pacton FC. But back to the field of play, back to business as it stands now. It's still Inter Lagos 1, Smart City 1 for the match day 17 fixture of the Nigerian National League 2025-2026 season, which the result at the moment is making way of smile to the fans of Inter Lagos all over the world to celebrate their call to NPFL. Start the image, start the graphics. They are playing NPFL next season. Victor, alongside the one Richard as well, will still continue their broadcast for Inter Lagos next season for the Nigerian Premier Football League. They've had enough time as well with the belief that Inter Lagos is a team to still have that trust in, that they can still do. They can still do the unthinkable forward of actions. They waited fourth season, they waited second season, coming to the third season now. There is no crime in trying, which Inter Lagos have done. Usman Shijuade is still waiting for his time to be introduced. Still on the touchline, awaiting the center referee approval, with the fourth official standing close by to Usman Shijuade who is next to be introduced by Inter Lagos at a moment from now. Four minutes to play tonight. Inter Lagos surely will be on all headlines of all newspaper, social medias tomorrow, this evening rather as well. Not even tomorrow morning. They will not want to wait till tomorrow morning to announce their celebration and promotion to NPFL. Secured out of all. Finally, the substitution is ready to be made, and it's going to be last days of the game for Eric Boma, who is now going to be making way for Usman Shijuade. It's the last days of the game for Usman Arakta, Eric Boma. Usman Shijuade will be having his own time of action as well for the next 3 minutes plus what the additional time of this game will be. Eric Boma had done his own part in a positive way for Inter Lagos this game. No Quadri Ido available for today's game alongside Gavaro Lanio, who are not available for today's game. Making way for some fresh legs as well to be introduced by the Inter Lagos coach to the end of this. A job well done to secure them that right of ticket, that right of hope. They've sweat for heat. Nevertheless, it's coming in a big way. It's a time well waited for a long time. They've been waiting and calling for it. They hope of never stop believing in themselves. They hope of never stop dreaming. It's becoming live and up now. Kachi trying to feed Ibrahim up front. Sylvester Didwo trying to wing star back. No way given. Right with the hope to restart with Bosayo Lemon, who now splashed that eye forward. Well recovered by Aziz, who have to feed Ishola attack, starting with Seville Atabi in goal. Both goalkeepers had really had holiday in goal. They have to just find a time to relax and go in their box area with no pressure so far from the opponent of the other teams. Talking of Seville Atabi in goal for Inter Lagos in today's game alongside Paul Emenike. Well done job by Bonaventure. No nonsense man in the back line alongside Ishola Abdul-Razak. Not really missing the services of Jonathan Emmanuel, who is now available for today's game. Say